Of two American chip-making giants, NVIDIA and AMD. They have agreed to give the U.S. government 15% of their revenues from chip sales in China. This, according to a report by the FT, citing sources that are close to the situation. In return, AMD and NVIDIA will get export licenses so they can sell these chips to the Chinese market. And that includes the NVIDIA H20. In a statement from NVIDIA that was published by the FT, the company is saying this. Let's bring it up for you. Quote, while we haven't shipped H20 to China for months, we hope export control rules will let America compete in China and worldwide. America cannot repeat 5G and lose telecommunication leadership, unquote. And just as this is happening, and the U.S. government is paving the way for the NVIDIA H20 to be sold in China under this very unusual and unprecedented revenue sharing arrangement, we're hearing from Chinese state media that they don't want the NVIDIA H20 chip. In fact, they're calling it, quote, not safe for Chinese consumers. This is what we're hearing from a social media account. It is called Yuyuan Tantian, that is linked to the state broadcaster of China, CCTV, saying this, quote, when a type of chip is neither environmentally friendly, nor advanced, nor safe, as consumers, we certainly have the option not to buy it, unquote. Now, NVIDIA has countered this, saying, look, their products are safe. NVIDIA has said that their products do not have back doors that would allow remote access or remote control. Now, China instead has its eyes on a very different prize, on a very different chip, not the NVIDIA AI chip, but on something called HBM, or high bandwidth memory chips, according to reporting from the FT over the weekend, citing Chinese officials during trade talks with the United States are asking for the U.S. to loosen export controls on HBM chips. These are chips that are critical for Chinese companies like Huawei to be able to manufacture their own AI chips. I want to share some interesting insight from a Taiwan-based analyst who shared this earlier. His name, Dan Neistat, saying, quote, despite the focus on NVIDIA chips, China is much more worried about HBM controls because they hurt the ability of Chinese companies to develop their own AI systems. Now, tomorrow is the day, Ben. August 12th is the deadline for the U.S. and China to reach a trade deal or an extension to the existing trade truce. And this type of chip, HBM, apparently is an issue, to join the many others, that's on the table. Back to you.